Biafran Region Affairs Episode 7. From Kanu'S Courtroom to Christian Massacres, Nigeria's Failures Laid Bare. On October 5, 2025, Radio Biafra Live, RBL, hosted Episode 7 of Biafran Region Affairs on its Twitter Space platform, delivering a hard-hitting discussion on three critical issues: the ongoing legal battle of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the systematic destruction of Igbo-owned properties in Lagos, and the relentless violence against Christians in Nigeria. Broadcast to hundreds of listeners, the program underscored the fragility of Nigerian unity while rallying support for Biafran self-determination. The episode opened with an urgent update on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB's detained leader, whose no-case submission awaits a federal high court ruling on October 10, 2025. Kanu faces charges of treasonable felony, with the prosecution alleging ties to terrorism and the 2020 EndSARS protests. Panelists, including IPOB's legal team, criticized the government's case as flimsy, pointing to coerced statements and a lack of credible evidence. They highlighted Kanu's deteriorating health in Department of State Services, DSS custody, citing a recent petition by international counsel Bruce Fein to the World Medical Association for urgent medical intervention. The discussion framed Kanu's trial as politically motivated, with speakers urging intensified global advocacy. Calls to action included petitions to the United Nations, lobbying U.S. policymakers like Senator Ted Cruz, and amplifying the hashtag Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Destruction of Igbo properties, economic warfare in Lagos. The second segment tackled the targeted demolition of Igbo-owned businesses in Lagos, described as a deliberate attack on Biafran economic interests. Recent incidents, such as the razing of plazas in the Trade Fair complex and a Butte Aero market, were presented as part of a broader pattern of ethnic marginalization. Panelists referenced the economic devastation, billions in losses, and thousands displaced, while rejecting Lagos State's claims of urban planning necessity. Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu's appeal to President Bola Tinubu on October 4, 2025, to halt demolitions was noted, alongside Peter Obi's condemnation of ethnic targeting. The program argued that these actions expose the illusion of Nigerian unity, drawing parallels to historical anti-Igbo policies like the 1970s indigenization decrees. Proposed solutions included diverting Igbo investments to the Biafra land and pursuing international arbitration through bodies like ECOWAS. The segment sparked heated engagement on X, with calls for a Lagos boycott and UN probes trending under How Biafra referendum. Christian Killingsz. Silence or strategy? The final topic addressed the alarming rise in violence against Christians, particularly in Nigeria's Middle Belt and Northeast. Citing data from Intersociety and Open Doors, panelists reported over 7,087 Christian deaths in 2025 alone, averaging 32 per day. Notable incidents included the June Yelawada massacre in Benue, 280 killed, and a September 23 Boko Haram attack in Ouagamongoro, Adamawa, which destroyed a church and claimed 4 lives. The discussion debated whether government inaction reflects a conspiracy of silence or a calculated strategy to displace Christians for land grabs and cultural erasure. Panelists accused Nigerian authorities of complicity, noting the lack of prosecutions for Fulani militant and ISWAP attacks, which have killed 62,000 Christians since 2009. They echoed IPOB's narrative that Biafran Christians face disproportionate targeting, linking this to Kanu's pre-arrest warnings. Proposed responses included UN fact-finding missions, US sanctions, supported by figures like Represor Riley Moore, and the establishment of Biafran safe havens. The segment resonated deeply, with listeners on X amplifying demands for international accountability. Audience engagement and broader impact. Episode 7 drew a robust audience, with hundreds joining the live Twitter space and over 500 X posts engaging with Biafra referendum and Free Men K. Callers from the diaspora and Nigeria praised the program's unfiltered analysis, while the episode trended regionally, fueling momentum for Biafran independence. The broadcast positioned Kanu'S release, economic self-reliance, and protection from violence as interconnected pillars of the Biafran struggle. As the October 10th court ruling looms, Biafran Region Affairs has cemented its role as a vital platform for articulating Biafran grievances. The program's call for global pressure and a referendum underscores a growing sentiment and Nigeria's systemic failures. Family Writers Press International.